Hey there guys, it's Blade here. Um I'm gonna do the old school thing, or the old school challenge that well, not challenge, it's more like a, a just a just a thing that people used to do back in the day. Um it's the I'm thankful for or I'm glad for thing. And I think right now should be a good time for that because I've had some really happy moments in my life. Let's get this thing started, shall we? Number one, I'm happy for my channel. I'm I'm glad for my channel because of how big it's grown over the past what year now. Um, I'm glad for finally having a few people, even not may not be that many, to show how I feel about things too. I'm happy, I'm glad for the friends I've made along the way. I'm glad for my family. I'm glad for my therapist who's been helping me behind the scenes. I'm glad for um I'm glad for the voice acting gig that I got out of this. I'm glad for finally being able to vote. I'm glad for being able to make people smile even though they don't really feel the need to. I'm glad for being a peacekeeper. I'm glad for being a well-known person on the internet and in real life. Well, I'm not well-known on the internet. I'm glad for the friends that have stayed by my side, including one that I may not talk to ever so often, um, including Geo, uh, Def, a lot of other people. I'm glad for my determination, or not determination. I'm glad for the Gen Z to like actually start taking initiative. I'm glad to start learning how to animate. I'm glad to like make people laugh, make people smile. I'm glad that I have turned down many things because of like who I am. I'm glad that I built a little clan. I'm glad that I built so many groups that I don't really use anymore. I'm glad that I followed this path to finally reset. What I mean by reset is I'm changing. I'm changing for the better. And I say this with all my heart, because I only have one reason why I'm changing. I no longer feel comfortable in my own skin. And it's kind of hard to show that whenever I'm like outside. I'm very glad that I get to be a part of like so many communities. I'm glad that I finally have a voice that I can put out. I'm glad that people are taking their time and seeing how I feel. I'm glad that I I'm glad that I do cosplay. I'm glad that I like Halloween. I'm glad that a lot of other people like Halloween as much as I do. I'm glad that I met a very well-known, well, not well-known, I'm glad that I met my friend, Crimson Shadow. I'm glad that I met Geo. I'm glad that I met CC. I'm glad that I met Miss BB. I'm glad that I met Pandora. I'm glad I met Ace. I'm glad I met Deacon. I'm glad I also met Sadie. You guys may know those people, but it doesn't really matter to me if you know them. I'm glad that I can have a good time with my friends. The end. I just wanted to say, yeah. Bye, thanks for watching, I guess. I'm not really doing much today. I might record a video again. Love you guys, I guess? Like, what did I used to say? Oh yeah, love you guys. See you guys in the next video. Sorry, it's 10 AM. I haven't slept, last night. My sleep schedule is kind of ruined, so I'm trying to fix that. I'm also like pretty anxious about how my future is gonna turn out, so that's why I'm changing. Changing into someone who could be better, who could like care for a family. But I'll see you guys later. I hope this video gives you a smile, because like stuff like that. But I will leave you with one final message. There is hope out there, even if you don't feel like it. I'll also say this for the people who haven't heard it. I'm proud of you. I really am, because you're taking the time out of your day listening to my videos, even if you're watching this while going to sleep or in the middle of sleeping. I'm proud of you. And I love you. I'm not saying that in like relationship ways, I'm saying that because I genuinely love my fan base. All 126 of you. Even if there's like Gen Alpha, Gen Z, no matter what, if you have a good enough attention span to like last my videos, cause what, I record pretty long form content on here, and you guys stuck around. So I will possibly be doing a lot more in 2026. I won't be uploading till then, because I got stuff to do, man. In the real world, I have a lot of stuff to do. Especially like out of gaming. And like out of my whole voice acting stuff. I actually have a lot to do in my family, in my in everything basically. And I'm just thankful for like every single one of you, because when I first started this channel, I kind of started it as a way to vent. That's not something I actually tell people. I started this YouTube channel as a way to vent out like grief and whatnot, because I never got the chance to show my grief like fully. I never fully got to like release my grief. For my grandfather who served in Vietnam, and I had a really strong connection with him. If you didn't eat breakfast today, or you're just waking up, go get some breakfast. Have a good day. Go get some water. And be safe, because I care about you guys as much as you care to watch my videos. Like, let's address something in Yap Sesh. Those videos were just highlighting key things that have been happening. But, yeah, besides those, I've been, like, actually having a good time. Like, you guys are possibly the only people that I kind of love and adore, besides my boyfriend. Like the tower, that's an 8-hour, that is a 1 hour video. I think it turned out pretty good. And Operation Wandering Soul, yeah, I may have mispronounced things, but that's just because my accent. And I'm leaving Roblox. I wasn't sure how to make that video, really. The only reason I posted that is because of the whole tension, and I thought it would get traction, but it did. Before Your Eyes playthrough, yes, those were real tears at the end. That kind of opened my eyes a bit more to how the world actually how the world runs. The first ever VR chat moment. Oh god, that was a doozy. But oh. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave you guys. Love you all. Bye.